Hi, this is Tess from iSocialX and the Event Tech Pull-Up. We are so excited to be here the next few days in Vegas for Event Tech Live. We are coming to you live and Memorex over the next couple of days to talk about wonderful event tech. My partner in crime is
Keith Johnston with PlannerWire, and I do want to mention that we are actually in Perform Media's booth doing this. They have graciously allowed us to be here and to use all this awesome tech. Some people who are watching may have actually seen us setting up and getting everything ready. That's all part of the show, right? It's showing people that in order to do this, there is stuff you've got to do and to get ready.
Yeah, so we're going to give the behind the scenes too, right, Keith? A little behind the scenes, just a little, so it's not so perfect.
A little bit behind the scenes. So you may see things that go amazingly well and you may see things that don't. But that's part of the learning experience and how you learn to do these things.
Yeah. So we've got a guest today.
We do.
We do. So there are a group of event tech companies who we were able to showcase under our Dahlia Plus brand in London for Event Tech Live. And a couple of them are here today. So Keith, I want you to do the interview. Can you? Because I can't.
I can do the
I'm a little
interview.
scared.
We can let her introduce herself.
I'm a little scared though. Can we do it?
We can do that.
Okay.
But first, we're gonna actually have our guests actually introduce themselves so that we know who we're actually talking to.
Hi there, I'm Vinnu Deshetty. I'm the CEO and founder of EVA Event Tech Hub. Glad to be here today. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure to have you. And we actually do have some questions. So one of the things that your platform is actually known for is engagement. So can you tell us how EVA Event Tech Hub can help planners and organizations that are looking to provide more engagement for the attendees, speakers, sponsors, everyone who's involved in the event?
Sure, so EVA is really what we say, it's like a microsite on steroids. So even though it looks like a beautiful website where you can promote everything about your event, it actually has a lot of great engagement tools that is ranging from networking rooms, matchmaking, appointment setting, making the ability to match you with the right people in the right rooms. It really does a lot of things, but really the secret sauce is the data that we're collecting. It's everything that's happening behind the scenes. It's whatever whatever an attendee is looking at, what they're favoriting, who they're visiting on the site. We're collecting all of that great data, and it powers their experience online and in person, so you can use it for any kind of event.
So on a follow-up to that question, are your best client, is that going to be corporate or association?
We love our association clients. Our association and nonprofits is what we do well. So not only do I come from the association space, 30 years working with associations, making their visions happen with conferences. And I became an accidental tech because kept being asked, how do we make our events better? And I was diving into the data, and the data led me to technology. Now I have a great team of meeting planners who have been in the association space, and we combine that team with our developers that really know data and integrations really well, and they have just created a powerful tool for them.
So I have a question. Data is a buzzword today, right? As event planners, we're not necessarily trained to read data to predict how we should design our events. That has been a challenge for some. So how does EVA come into play in terms of ramping up and getting the planner ready for that? Not just doing it on their own, but ready for it.
So in my planner days, I used to use anywhere from 4 to 14 different apps to put together an event. Crazy talk, because all that data was in silos, hard to pull together any kind of analytics and insights. If I did, I was looking at 100 spreadsheets, doing pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, and God knows what else I was doing with them, right, in the middle of tears. But what EVA does is we integrate all of these platforms together, bring all that data into one place in EVA, and then it does its magic. EVA just basically provides you not only real-time stats of what's happening, how many people are viewing posters, how many are in sessions, how many exhibitor page views there are, but we actually have a great integration with Bear Analytics, which takes all of that awesome data and puts it in a dashboard that the organizer can filter and maneuver through whatever findings they want to have. So all those hours, which we calculate to be almost 300 hours a year, in $30,000 in labor costs, you're eliminating all of that just by working with EVA.
Well, and I think you're actually getting a lot of organizations. This will be actually the first time they pour through the data, right? Because so many organizations, and I'll be the first to admit, we work with a number of them who either can't collect the data, or if they collect the data, they don't have the ability to actually crunch the numbers and find out what it means. So, using a platform like yours, they now can actually see and learn from the data so that the next event is actually going to be better than this one, that's a pretty amazing thing.
Registration data, attendee data, all important, right, for that real-time view. But how do you plan for the future? How do you plan for success? You go back to your office, you have your 2 weeks of recovery time, and then you're like, okay, let me take a look at all of this. Now you've got predictive analytics that can help you know what sessions or tracks are worth doing or what you should maybe scrap, right? No more do you have to follow what your board says. You can actually show them, like, here is the data of what was successful, what people want. And you know what? At the end, that drives value, it drives engagement, it drives more money back to the organization.
Look, I can hand it right over to you now.
Oh, wow, great. Well, I really appreciate you being with us because we kind of wanted to make sure that we get to hear and see people, and especially technology that might be a little different. Some people might be a little bit more shy about stepping into what I call high-level analytics, right? And so glad that you have partnerships with integrations with Bear. Wonderful, wonderful company. So we really appreciate you being here. We're going to be doing this all day today, tomorrow, right, Keith?
As much as we possibly can.
As much as we possibly
Don't
can.
forget, we're actually hosting a stage.
Yes, that little thing called a Tech Talk stage, we're going to host it, and I don't know what's going to happen, and it might blow up since we're going to be over there.
And you say it like it's a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. Well, thank you so much. This is the Event Tech Pull-Up. Again, my name is Tess, and then this is
Keith Johnston, and a big thanks to Perform Media.
Yeah, they did a great job. We appreciate the gear. We brought gear, but then we have gear. We're going to show the behind.
They have better gear.
They have much better gear than we do. Thank you. Take care.